Hello and welcome to Titanium Taros Tarot, and today I will be doing a reading for Aquarius, okay? So this is for any placement of Aquarius you have in your chart. If you do, great. If you don't, great as well. You probably have a message in here for you, so keep an ear out, alright? And if you are a cross-watcher, I welcome you with open arms because heaven knows I was a cross-watcher for many a video myself, so I get you and I got you. Now, I will mention the decks I use as I use them. If not, they will be in the description box below. And with that being said, I want to warn you, okay? I am on a high. It is insane. I did not take any drugs. I'm just on a natural high. Okay, I'm on my high flying disc, as they would say. Okay. If you are familiar with Esther and Jerry Hicks, you would understand what I'm talking about. But I am just super duper happy, and it looks crazy, and I'm aware of that. So take it with a grain of salt. Okay, I just did 2 readings which got me in this state, and the Libra reading that I just did, whoa, it was the longest reading I've ever done, so I hope to keep it short and concise with you guys. It was just like insane. Wait, let me just write this down before I forget. Flying disc. Flying disc. Esther Hicks. Yeah. So, alright, my gorgeous Aquariuses, let's get into your cards. Yes. Oh, Justice card, Libra. Awesome possum. I'm just being facetious at this point, so don't mind me. Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Aquariuses, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Aquariuses, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. You just came out with the star pointing towards the right. You're getting a wish fulfillment. Awesome. And I have to say, okay, I have to premise by saying cards pointing towards the right to me mean that they're happening in the future, or they're happening soon, or they're happening in the future. How deep a future, I don't know, but if you continue doing what you've been doing up to this point, you are definitely going to create this into your reality, which is amazing. With the Ace of Winter, the 10 of Cups. What? Dude, these readings are getting better and better. Is it just me? I feel like my 48-hour fast is really kicking in. I did not know you'd get like crazy intense. I'm going to mention that too. Interesting. Okay, so please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Aquariuses, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Yeah. Alright, next you have the 4 of Autumn pointing towards the left. And cards pointing towards the left, to me, mean that they happen in the past or they're happening super slowly. The next 2 cards you have are the 4 of Summer and the 8 of Summer. There's gonna be, I try to keep this short and concise for y'all's. And the Princess of Winter. It's getting longer and longer as we go along. So, please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good, no, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Aquariuses, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Aquariuses, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. And you got the balance card with the wheel at the bottom of the deck. Yep. 2 majors. Nice. Interesting. Okay. Now, for the last set. I hope I'm going to have enough room on this board for all them cards. Okay, wait a minute. There we go. Alright, so please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Aquariuses, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Aquariuses, please come forward and share. And you got the 4 of winter in the reverse. Okay. With the 3 of autumn in the upright. And the 3 of summer in the upright as well. And the Empress. And the Ace of Autumn. Holy shiznit! Wow. This is possibly going to be a long reading as well. I hope not. But let me not create my... What's it called? Self-proclaimed prophecy. I'll keep it short. So please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message. Got a collective of pixies. Okay. So the first set is clarified by a collective of pixies, the Lady of the Harvest, and a collective, and the Master Maker. Okay. So please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Aquariuses, please come forward and share why all these cards in the second set are out. Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Aquariuses, why are all these cards out, please, for the second set? And you got the Singer of Connection, Indie, and the Soul Shrinker. Now, I just want to say, okay, that your higher self, your soul consciousness, okay, your essence, your super consciousness. That's it. Your super consciousness does not see a difference between good and bad. It doesn't. Okay, let me say that again. Your super consciousness does not distinguish life experiences. It just takes it as life experiences. Your conscious mind puts a thing on it, puts a tag on it, and it shouldn't tag. Because you can learn from any situation. And that is what I picked up on the Libra reading, which is you can turn a bad situation into a good situation just by learning something from it. Okay? Super consciousness. Yeah. Whoa, this is intense. I should do 48-hour fasts more often. I actually had this realization that maybe this whole all this dopamine, or this, I'm on my high flying disc because of that 48-hour fast. I'm just saying. And I look crazy right now, and I know where I've been. On top of it, I have raccoon eyes for some inexplicable reason. Well, I always have raccoon eyes, but my eyes look more raccoonish at this point. In any case, I'm not talking about. Let's get back to our business. So now, next card is the balance card. So please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Aquarius, please come forward and share why the balance card is here in the upright. And balance is the card for Sagittarius in this card. So you might be dealing with a Sagittarius, or you might have Sagittarius in your chart. First card, Singer of Initiation. Then you have the Bodacious Bodak. Then you have the Undressing of a Salad. Then you have the Green Woman. Then Singer of Healing, followed by Solace, followed by Shiv the Cruach, followed by Lattice Moon's Daughter. This is not going to be a short reading. Okay. I'll stop here. Okay, next you have the Four of Winter in the reverse, the Three of Autumn in the upright, the Three of Summer in the upright, the Empress, and the Ace of Autumn. Okay. Get in there. Yeah. Okay. So, please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Aquariuses. Why did I say Libra? Aquariuses, please come forward and share why all these cards are here for the fourth set. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Libras. Aquariuses, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. We're clarifying all these cards. Please, angels and guides, and you have the Rar card. Yep. Here, the Fairy Sword. I'm getting hungry. And the Piper. 48 hours is no joke, man. Singer of Transfiguration. And Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. Now, I'm gonna drink some water because that might be the reason why I'm so freaking hungry. The last time I did a fast, they told me drink a lot of water all day long. All day long. So that's what I did. I wonder what happens after 3 days of fasting. Now that is insane. I might do it at some point, but like not right now, because it's just like, woo, you crazy. First card, my Aquariuses, is your own card, the Star card, pointing towards the right, which means to me as a reader that it is coming in quickly or it's happening in the future. Like I said, how deep a future, I don't know, but if you continue doing what you've been doing up to this point, it is definitely going to come to pass. Now, the Star card at the bottom says, look to the future with hope and optimism, the power of faith to move mountains, happy changes that bring relief from challenging times. Awesome! Oh, wow. Okay. Then you have the Ace of Winter. Now, the Ace of Winter talks of, don't be deterred by challenges along the way. It's important to communicate clearly and accurately, amazing new ideas that should be implemented. Now, when I pulled this card for the Libra reading, and I was like, all the way through, I'm not sure. I think at some point in this reading, I already looked insane because I was on my high-flying disc. Well, imagine the Libra reading lasted for more than an hour, and I was really insane. And I was like mentioning it like, listen, I get it, I look crazy. But that is what happens when you're on your high-flying disc, and the only difference is that you need to be regulating yourself, right? So you get off, you get back on, you get off, you get back on, you get back on, you get off, you get back on, and you will feel crazy. And I look crazy because I have raccoon eyes at the moment. Yeah. So you look crazy because you have raccoon eyes, but I mean, if you can communicate clearly and accurately to other people around you that this is a situation, this is why I have raccoon eyes. Actually, I have no idea why I have raccoon eyes. I think it's because of the light that's showing on me, or maybe it's because I didn't have enough concealer on the bottom or whatever. But none of that is important. The important thing is the information that I'm passing on to you. So this is, I actually wanted to see this card in the Libra reading, but I didn't. So I was actually talking of this in the Libra reading, but it wasn't in the Libra reading. But anyway, so it's don't be deterred by challenges along the way. Communicate clearly and accurately. It's important to communicate clearly and accurately. So if you are on your high flying disc, oh my god, I feel something different. I've never felt that before in my body whilst being on my high flying disc. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. You're gonna experience it when you experience it. It's not, listen, it might sound scary at this point, but it's really not. It's really amazing, and I love this feeling, and you'll love it too. And the reason why you feel off in your body is because you are elevating your frequency. You are elevating yourself. And when you elevate your frequency and you are not used to that, it is going to feel scary. It is. And you see, that is why it is important to communicate clearly and accurately. Because now you just look freaking crazy. But if you communicate accurately and clearly, everybody will understand what you're going through. Well, not everybody, but most people, the important people, right? And then it says amazing new ideas that should be implemented. So this, what you are going to get through this difficult time, is going to be extremely important that you be able to pass it on to others, because the end result would be a 10 of cups, a 10 of summer, which is the 10 of cups in this deck, which talks of an emotionally fulfilling life with family or friends, raising children wisely, people you can trust. Okay? This is what you want is coming towards you, and you might seem crazy to people around you because you are doing things a little off the beaten path than they are, but it is definitely worth explaining. Oh yeah. Yeah. Next, the cards clarifying that are a collective of pixies, so which talks of duty, willingness, joyful participation, and virtue. So now you are surrounded by people that are looking at you like you're crazy, and what you want to do is help them elevate their frequency as well. That's pretty much, I feel like that is why I have brought myself down from my high flying disc all the time, all day long. Just bring myself down in order to be able to explain, not all, I'm doing this in the morning. Well, it's noon now, but I mean, I constantly felt myself go up and then, okay, bring yourself back down to explain. And then I felt myself go back up and then brought myself back down to explain. And then felt myself go back up. And then, the same thing happened again and again. And I'm pretty sure it's going to happen now. And excuse me if I'm talking fast, but this is me on my high flying disc. So deal with it. I look crazy with my raccoon eyes. I do. It looks like I put on too much makeup. Like a crazy smoky eye went wrong. So yeah, you are working with a group of people that you want to help people back. Oh my god, I've never felt that with this card. It's probably because I've never had this card in this definition, with this sequence of cards before. In any case, what I mean to say is that you are on such a high vibe that you now want to help others to get on your high vibe. Okay, you are probably a light worker. I think at some point I saw the Princess of Winter, and the Princess of Winter in this deck to me is a light worker. Okay, because it does talk of what's the word? Something children, or adults. What's the word? Oh, it'll come to me. Anyway, unimportant. I'll leave it alone and it'll come to me. So, you want to help people elevate their frequency. That is what you're doing, and that's why you are joyfully participating. That's how you are joyfully participating in this, and you also feel like it's your duty because you have elevated your frequency and now you feel like you have to. Because that is your calling. That is what you were that you were put on this planet to do. Next card is the Lady of the Harvest. Now the Lady of the Harvest, alright, talks of completion, harvest, and release. So you have reached that completion. You have harvested your harvest, and now you are releasing yourself from this earthly bonds. You are probably gonna ascend at some point. I don't know when the ascension is happening, but it's gonna happen at some point, and we are ascending. I think lightworkers might be part of the ascension group. Don't quote me on that, because I've seen a lightworker go from lightworker to non-lightworker, and I'm like, okay, this is their process. I'll let them be on their process. Next, you have the Master Maker. Now the Master Maker talks of invention, skill, craftsmanship, magician, and moral strength. Virtue, no. Okay, I've read moral strength somewhere else. Okay, calm down, Thor. You're vibing too high. You need to calm down. Okay, so what I'm saying is that you have now become the magician of your life. And my nose is itchy, so spirit is here. I can't see spirit, but if spirit is here, my nose is itchy. Stop it. I love you all, but come on. Okay, and let me do my reading. I'm talking to them as I can see them, but I can't. So I just know my nose is itchy. It's like I sniffed something I shouldn't have. Alright, so you have become the magician of your life because you have gone through some difficult stuff and you have surpassed that. Woo! This is insane. This is insane. Okay, the next card is the... Did I say you've gone through something difficult? Yeah, this is the Four of Pentacles. Four of Autumn pointing towards the left. Now, cards pointing towards the left. Stop it. Towards the left. I'm like telling my angels and gods to F off, but I'm just like, stop it. I love it, but stop it. I love it, but stop it. I love it, but stop it. This is the high flying disc when you're trying to oscillate between being real and being like on your high flying disc. This is insane. This is really insane. Okay, if you're like, this chick is crazy, I completely understand. It's my 48-hour fast. Yes, heist. I'm making absolutely no sense at this point. And I completely understand if you go away. Okay, so this card, calm yourself before you harm yourself. I'm gonna write that down because it's just funny. And I want it to be done. Harm yourself. I can't spell anymore. This is what happens. But at that point, it no longer matters. When you're on your high-flying disc, it no longer matters if you can't string two words together, because you're like, this is such a great feeling. That is why I'm saying I'm oscillating between. Okay, so this is the 4 of autumn. Now the 4 of autumn, pointing towards the left, means that this happened in the past, or it's happening super slowly. Because for those for whom this is happening super slowly, it's because you are on your high-flying disc, and I'm talking super fast, I'm sorry. For those for whom this is taking their time happening, it's because, like I said, it's because you are on your high-flying disc. For those for whom this happened in the past, it's because you were also on your high-flying disc. Now, I hope that does not mean that you are currently in this situation because you are no longer on your high-flying disc, but it is something to keep in mind. Alright, so the 4 of autumn talks about manage your resources wisely, achieving a balance in how you spend and save money, help out those who are less fortunate, which is what you are trying to do, helping those out, because you are on your high-flying disc and you're like, I need to help people. Right? Now, I know that this is current for me because, like, this started, the first time I felt this awesome, okay, was, I think, 7 or 8 years ago. And I actually made a video about this, about the time where I was on my high-flying disc, but I just didn't know what it was. I'll actually link it below. Yeah. So funny. I'll link it below and then you'll see what I mean. Okay, that was the first time. It was 8 flipping years ago. And now, like, at that time I didn't know how to maintain it, but now I do, and this is awesome. But it's not awesome because I look crazy, but what have you. So you have the 4 of autumn pointing towards the left. You want to help people, right? Because you understood how to be of assistance to others. And so then you had like a moment of time where you felt gloomy and doomy, and that is why you wanted to feel that awesome, but you didn't know how to get on your high-flying disc because you did not have the information. You actually get on your high-flying disc if you want to or not. You just get on it when you're on a high vibe. But if you know how to get on it, that's even better. I would suggest Esther and Jerry Hicks, their books. They are amazing. I have like so many of them. I totally recommend. I really, really, really do. Now, okay. So you went from trying to help people and then noticing, or you are going from trying to help people, and at this point you are in the dumps because you're like, well, no one wants my help. Why is that? Why doesn't anyone want my help? And I can tell you this, all right, they don't want your help because they haven't seen enough of you. I mean, I'm thinking of Aaron Doughty and his, like, how he went from where he started to where he is now. Okay, and I mean, that is an immense difference, and there is some lag time, okay? There is going to be some lag time, and I currently am going through that. So don't be deterred by challenges along the way. Be able to clearly and accurately communicate what is going on. So I feel like now that you know that there's a lag time, you're like, okay, this is not the place for me. I need to go somewhere else. And that is what you're doing. You're picking up and you're going to another place. And that is you going to your high vibe community. Okay? Now, I haven't left my previous community because I love them, but I'm talking about the Princess of Winter, and here it is. Yeah. Okay. So you found your community, your spiritual minded community, and now you are able to fully be the Princess of Winter that you are. And what is that word? Indigo. Indigo, child or adult. There you have it. That was what I was looking for. See, the Princess of Winter is an inquisitive, truthful, realistic, and undiplomatic individual. It says information that can help you, but which may also be difficult to hear. Speaking the truth with kindness, an indigo, child or adult. And the reason why I say that is because I went through this when I was first awakening, and I'm sure pretty much anybody who's first awakening to their abilities go through this. They have difficulty communicating clearly and accurately what they are trying to say, which is what the Ace of Winter talks of. And that is generally what light workers like go through. So I have to tag that into light workers. Okay. Light workers go through. So take what I say with a grain of salt, please, in order to help you in your transition mode. Next, okay, you have, you're not passing away. Something within you is transitioning. That is what I'm telling you to be mindful of. Because you might look crazy while you're transitioning. And I can tell you that from personal experience. Okay? Now, the first card clarifying that is the Singer of Connection. Now, the Singer of Connection talks of spiritual connection, karma, balance, empathy. When you connect with spirit, you look crazy. Because not everybody understands where you're coming from. Not everybody understands what you're doing. And it's fine. You have balanced out your karma and they haven't. So they look at you like you're crazy shit. You know? It's fine. Just have empathy. Just have empathy for them. And I actually picked up on that in the Libra reading. The empathy for others whilst going through what you're going through. Then you have Indy. Now Indy talks of indecision, wishy-washy, commitment, and decision making. Okay? So I feel like you might be a little indecisive at first, but then you're going to make a decision and go towards your decision. Now the next card is the Soul Shrinker. Now the Soul Shrinker, alright, it is obvious. It talks of cruelty, malice, gossip, curses. It might not be obvious, but for those who don't know this card, it does talk of very nasty stuff at the beginning. It also talks of destruction. But at the very end, it talks of blessings. Now that reminds me of my transition, of my awakening. It reminds me of that. Why? Because blessings. I noticed all the blessings that were in my life. Once I woke up, I was like, holy shit, I'm so lucky. So you are slowly but surely realizing all the blessings in your life currently. This is a big reading. Alright, so now the next card. Oh yeah, you have to. Okay, next set starts off with the balance, which is Sagittarian energy, as well as the wheel, right? So balance talks of take everyone's input into consideration, merge viewpoints to create a better solution, take your time, there's no need to rush. No, you're set to transcend. This is amazing. You are set to transcend. I feel like that is the title. You are set to transcend. I don't know why all my air readings have been amazing. I'm just connecting with people who are like me. I'm sorry for those who aren't. For those who aren't, you can take this, and if you want to get where I'm at, look at it and be like, holy shit, now I know what to do. Like, it's this step. Wait, so it's how you are transcending. How you are set to transform. Yes. Alright, so I'm sure I made complete and total I'm sure I don't make any sense at this point. It's fine. So the next card, all right, is the Wheel. Now the Wheel, it's the Wheel of Fortune. It says delays are over, sudden or unexpected good luck, a new car or travel. So things are moving forward quickly. Yay, because you took everyone's input into consideration and you merged viewpoints to make a better solution. Awesome. Now, the first card is Singer of Initiation, which talks of passage through trial, triumph, new level. You went through difficulty. What did I say? You went through difficulties and now you are coming on the other end, looking, smelling, feeling, and even tasting like $1,000,000. Yeah. My Aquarius is, next you have the Bodacious Bodak. Now the Bodacious Bodak, alright, at the very beginning talks of meddling, tampering, self-sabotage, helpful, fixing, but at the very end it talks of order. So, yeah, you have found, yeah, okay. The camera like zoom out. Anyway, so you have found the order in which that you can stay in this current reality that you are in. Okay? For those for whom this is a desired reality, okay, you can follow these steps to figure out how to get into your desired reality. For those for whom this is a current reality, you are just basically, you're staying here because you know how to get into this, and that is amazing. Okay, maybe a 48-hour fast might help you get into that. For those for whom they want to get into this, a 48-hour fast might help, but I feel like that is going to be a slow but steady transition because it's not easy to all of a sudden go cold turkey and decide you're not eating for 2 days. I actually do not suggest that. And what I do during my fast is I drink water. You can read up on it. I don't know where. You can just read fasting. Well, I know my parents have a book called Fast This Way. I still have to read it, but if you want to, you can read it. I'll tag that below. If I can write it down. Fast This Way. Whoa. Okay. So. The next card is the undressing of a salad, which, by the way, and I'm talking fast, but by the way, looks completely impossible to do, and people can't believe it can be done because you have to like molecularly change the structure of the salad once it has been undressed. I mean, it's a fool's errand, you can say. Oh my gosh! I'll write that down. But I feel like you've done it. You've done the fool's errand. And now the people look at you like you're crazy, because to them you do seem like you're crazy. Like I seem crazy to you at some point, right? Yeah. Now, this card talks about balancing, avoiding extremes, achieving the impossible, being impossible. Being impossible is a fool's errand. That's just what it is. But you're doing it. Doing it well. Okay. Next you have the Green Woman. Now the Green Woman talks of natural magic, expectant gratitude, wildness, untamable creativity. I picked this up for the Libra reading. You are tapping into your natural magic. And due to that, so basically you have understood how the universe works. And that is what the Fool's Errand is. You have understood how the universe works. And now you are basically the magician of your life. What? I swear, it is the combination of these cards that made me think of that. So, and that Fool's Errand that you are on is going to be healing of your body, mind, and spirit. Shiznit. This is even better reading than the other ones. Then you have Solace. Now Solace, alright, talks of spiritual empowerment, knowledge, consciousness, and synthesis. So you have learned a lot throughout your life. And I'm really like placing I just noticed how much I'm placing all these readings on what I'm currently going through because I vibe with these so much. It might be the 48 hour fast, but I'm not certain. So basically, oh my god, this is gonna be a long reading too. So basically, okay, you have gathered a lot of information, and with that information, you're trying to synthesize it and make it into something like understandable, like what I'm doing right now, trying to make my ideas understood. Holy shit. Excuse me. Like swearing, definitely. Then you have Shiv the Kruach. Now Shiv the Kruach, alright, talks of the receptive principle, fertility, and nurturing. Basically, you are receiving a lot of intuitive nudges, a lot of communication from your angels, your guides. Okay. Alright. And that is why, ooh, I'm getting lightheaded. And that is why I feel like you have received all these information. Okay, and so now you are being nurturing and you are planting the seeds that you have received from your guides. Excuse me. And then you have Lattice, Moon's daughter. Excuse me. Now Lattice, Moon's daughter, talks of light, chaos, and shadow, spiritual guidance, illumination, riddles. So you're getting information from your guides and angels and ancestors, what have you. They are helping you during this time of you looking crazy. Don't mind me. I look insane and I'm aware of that. But don't mind me. Now the next, so the fourth and final set, okay, starts off with the Four of Winter in the reverse. Now the Four of Winter would be talking about going within to figure out what you're going to do. But now you know exactly what you're going to do. You know what you're going to do. And nothing, you are not going within, you're just going. You're going forward, you're moving forward. You know what you're going to do. Wow. Yes. Okay. So, yeah. You know what you're going to do. And you're going for it. Damn. And you knowing what you're going to do is going to allow you to create the abundance you want, right? Because the Three of Autumn talks of follow your passion when it comes to your career. Be the best at what you do, being compensated for your creative talents. So you found, so you know what you're going to do and you are pursuing it because you are amazing at it. And you are amazing at it. Okay? So next you have the Three of Summer. Now the Three of Summer would be the Three of Cups. First of all, okay, the Three of Autumn is the Three of Pentacles in this deck. The Three of Summer would be the Three of Cups in this deck. And the Three of Cups talks of news worth celebrating. Announcements such as weddings, graduations, and births. Friends you cherish. Yeah. Then, so people are celebrating that you have found the right people. Okay, the right group of people are celebrating that you have found your thing. You found it, and you look like you're on your high flying disc, and you are killing it. You are slaying whatever's in front of you, and you seem like nothing can stop you now. Can't stop me now. I'm having such a good time. I'm having a ball. Don't stop me now. I'm having such a good time. Just give me a call. Don't stop me now. Don't stop me now. Don't want to stop at all. La 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 la. Queen. Yep. Yep. Don't stop me now. Bitches. Kidding. Excuse me. Swearing. I have to write that down too. Don't Stop me now. Okay. Give me some space. Queen. Okay. So now you have the wow, I feel lightheaded. Okay. Now, alright, you have the Empress. Now the Empress is all 4 queens rolled up into one, which means that she is very good at what she does. She has life on, like, she can ask for anything she wants at any given moment because that is what she can do, right? And you've got life on, you've hacked life is what I'm getting. Time to take action. What this card says, time to take action. The power of creativity, success that allows for a life of luxury. Because you've tapped into life hack and you know what to do. Then you have the Ace of Autumn. Now the Ace of Autumn talks of a windfall of money, advice, or assistance from others. A very successful project, a happy change in your career. Yay! I'm almost done, I swear, I'm almost done. And I wanted this reading to be short. I think my ancestors are like, girl, please. So now that you have that life hack, okay, you are able to tap into wild energy, pure potential. Okay? Though the only thing is that I feel like this is your first go around. So you haven't yet honed your skills yet, so, which I haven't done either, so it's a learning process, no worries. It's, like I said, it's going to take some time, but if you're up for the challenge, it's definitely worth the challenge. Ew. Now the next card is the He of the Fairy Sword. Now He of the Fairy Sword talks of active principle, spiritual will, justice, protection, and so like I said, this is going to come back around. So don't worry if you don't get it right the first time or get it completely right the first time, because every single time you'll get a little better, a little better, a little better, a little better, a little more better. That makes no sense. You're getting better and better as you go along, okay? You're like fine wine. What can I say? So, yes. So you are protected during this transition and this ascension. Next, you have the Piper. Now, the Piper talks of music, order, harmony, seduction, and empathy. I feel like you found the harmony within yourself. You've found the order that you need to follow in order to keep yourself on this high-flying disc, as well as feeling empathetic to those that are around you that are not on their high-flying disc, which is fine. Okay. Now, for example, after this reading, I have to go eat because I haven't eaten for 2 days. And that will probably bring me back down off my high, which is fine. I have to be empathetic towards myself in that case. Because I need to sustain this body. Now, the next card, alright, I'm not Jesus. I can't like fast for 30 days. I just can't. Which is what he did right before he went up. I feel like he fasted for 30 days while on the mountain. Yeah, that was before he was, you know, came back down to Jerusalem, and the OMG, this is really gonna be long, I'm sorry, but think of it as you transcending. It's like Jesus going on that mountain, okay? Jesus went on that mountain to meditate, and then he came back down to be a part of the people, right, to help them elevate their frequency, and that's when they turned on him, right? So, and it's fine because they decided to stay in the frequency that they are in, which means that they won't ascend this turnaround. But the thing is that we are in a whole new paradigm, in a whole new vibration. So what that means is once they do transcend, no matter if there's an ascension happening or not, they will automatically go back up. I don't know if this is scary. I don't know if this is making any sense, But don't worry, is all I have to say. It'll all make sense in due time. Okay? It's all good. It's all good in the neighborhood. Oh my goodness. I feel like I'm making you guys crazy, and I feel like I would be going crazy as well. That or I've done, oh my god, she's so amazing. Like, why can't I be on that vibe? And just know it's gonna come. Just be patient. No, I'm not saying that because I'm inflating my head. I'm just saying that because it's gonna come. Be patient. So, then you have the Singer of Transfiguration, which talks of transformation, transcendence, and metamorphosis. So, be patient. Transformation, transcendence, and metamorphosis is coming. Because you have gone within, you figured out what you have. You no longer have to go within because you know what you're gonna do. You know what you have to do in order to get there. All it is you need to do it often enough for it to become your second nature, so that it becomes your default mode, so you don't have to think about it anymore. It just is an automatic response to you. And once it becomes an automatic response for long enough, it's you no longer have to think about it. You are automatically going to go up. Automatically. Okay? Just is. And what just came to mind is that transitioning to people here on this planet who aren't in that same vibe as us, or are not in the same understanding of light workers or empaths or whatnot, for them, your ending is going to be tragic. But to you, your soul is going to be like cheering, yes, yes, they're coming up, we're going up, we're going up. Right? Because it doesn't really matter how you end. Okay? For your super consciousness, okay, it doesn't matter how you get from point A to point B, as long as you get there. Because everything that happens in life is meant for you, is meant to, and it's the last card, okay, so don't worry, is meant to help you get to heaven, get to that other dimension. Holy shiznit. Whoa. My 48-hour fast is insane. And I can eat now because it's 1. Anyway, so the next card is Gotcha. Now Gotcha, alright, exactly like I was like, whoa, right? Gotcha talks of sudden shock, unexpected event, rude awakening. What you might come to, the understanding, the realizations you might come to, alright, might be surprising. You might be like, holy shit, what did I get myself into? And it will be like mind-blowing experience, but you won't necessarily, while you're living your life and you're getting ready to transition, to people around you, you are going through a bad situation because they don't really understand it. But it doesn't really matter how you transition, as long as you transition, okay? It doesn't really matter if you were, the only thing that matters is that you transition. I feel like if I explain more, you might get scared. So, don't be scared. It's unimportant. The important thing is that you transitioned, okay? It doesn't matter how you transition, is as long as you transition. We all think that every transition is a peaceful death in our sleep. Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. It's unimportant. The important thing is that you get to the end result. Whoa, that's some heavy shit. Okay. So, like I said, Gotcha. It's gonna surprise you. I feel like you're understanding that what you're going through right now is unimportant. It's the lesson that you are going to take from it that is going to shock you. Like Gotcha. Okay, my gorgeous Aquariuses, that is all that I have for you guys this week. If you like this, and if you would like me to go deeper into your specific situation, please contact me at the email in the box below, and it'll be my pleasure to assist. In that same box, you'll find a little description of this video and my price. Now, like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and click on that notification bell to be notified when I post new stuff, as well as leaving me a comment, because I love comments. I read them all. I might not answer all of them, but I absolutely read them all. And with that being said, my gorgeous Aquariuses, I wish you guys all a very good week, and I'll see you next time, okay? Bye!